everybody. Welcome to the Prime 4 podcast. My name is Bryce.
Chris.
Ross.
Alex.
And today we are practicing social distancing over Discord. So this episode is going to be also audio only. I know last time it was just me, but we got everybody here today on Discord. No webcam. There will be no webcam. We have no plans of doing any video because that costs money. And I'm sure the good webcams are all sold out everywhere. They have to be.
My laptop has a webcam, man.
Well, we're talking the good stuff, not that cam girl shit.
Oh man, this will work.
The digitits.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're getting your tits out, it'll work. But
titties look like titties no matter what quality.
That's true. That's true. We all remember VHS, so.
And that dial-up internet that it just loaded line by line, pixel by pixel.
Yep.
Oh,
yep. And mine still does that. That's my internet I have. I'll probably cut in and out of this or probably drop during it, but we'll see.
Or just start sounding like a robot. That can happen, you know.
Are you saying you're like going to watch porn at the same time as you're doing this?
Oh my God. If it's like 420p, maybe.
No, 230p or
yeah,
it's
230. That's like no, it's gonna be Motorola Razr quality.
Oh geez,
it's like the flip phone. That's like, God, what was that?
10 pixels.
Is it like Catfish awful. King quality?
Just like a peach square surrounded by 4 dark brown squares.
Dude, that was a shit that you got on Kaza. No, LimeWire back in the day.
LimeWire,
Kaza or whatever. I use LimeWire. No, when you download the random porn or whatever, and then it looks like when you're streaming Netflix or Amazon and it freezes and tries to catch up, and there's just a ton of huge blocks everywhere that try to fit back into place. That's what LimeWire porn used to be like.
Oh jeez.
But
the whole video would
because it's all you had.
Well, yeah, because everybody's like, hot Latina plowed on hood of car, and it was filmed from some dude with a flip phone.
And it was really just an accident video from a dash cam of someone hitting like a chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the dash cams were good, or like a CCTV footage.
Oh, geez.
Or they'll put like a jump scare in there to try to fuck with people.
Right.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
That is still a thing, and that is hilarious.
I don't think I've ever come across that.
Really? You just jinxed yourself there, bro.
And that was LimeWire porn.
Yeah.
We have a bot that's in our Discord server trying to record us all. And it dropped out. So our quality is what you would expect normally.
Rip.
So Ross just put a bleep there.
Sure.
And then we can pretend that Alex said something racist. Alex, how could you say the N-word 10 times in a row?
I don't remember doing that.
Alcohol is powerful, dude.
I believe you said sound check and then you said it 10 times.
Okay, but we're talking about pixelated LimeWire porn that you got. Like CCTV, Ross said dash cam, and I said flip phone.
It's like the quality when somebody tries to make like a GIF out of like a really bad quality video, so it's even worse.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like worse than VHS.
I believe you mean a GIF.
Yes, it is.
Yep, sitting here watching Guardians of the Galaxy.
If you want to blast from the past, I think you could. I think you could go on Pornhub and you can see like old porn pretty much.
They should have like a 480p setting or something like that. You can just search.
Oh yeah, 480, 240.
Scan lines.
Just type in 1970s, and that'll take you back.
Then it just looked like a bunch of steamed vegetables on the screen.
Probably that's when they must not have had like nonstop Manscaped ads,
right?
Because they didn't do any of that.
Just peer pressuring you into shaving your pubes.
Yeah, what the fuck is that shit that doesn't sponsor us? Like Manscaped, I think it's what it's called or whatever. It's like it's just everywhere on YouTube and it's fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen that.
like
It's
where
like this
the potato or whatever.
anything. I don't know. They got like 50 ads with the same guy. He does like fucking soap and Manscaped and shit and Sasquatch. I have no fucking idea.
Oh yeah, the
Anyway.
Yeti stuff or whatever how it's called.
You
Yeah,
mean
they
like
don't.
the guy that's all like, your soap has like things that they call artificial fucking detergents.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, you don't want
wanna put
that
that
on
on
your
your band-aid.
balls. Yeah, that's what he says. You want clean balls? Try our soap. But anyway,
If you
back
have
to
dry,
the topics at hand. We have a controversial topic that I didn't want to bring up, but Chris insisted.
Mhm.
He said, Bryce, my favorite rapper, Tamagotchi 69, was granted early release from prison due to coronavirus concerns. That's what Chris said to me today.
I understand that people have died for coronavirus, but I think this might have been the worst thing that has happened.
I didn't really look around at like the forums and shit or Reddit about this release. I can't imagine. People are probably saying this is good. Like this is a good thing to have come from coronavirus.
That's, I guess, if you're a fan, it's a
Maybe-
happy moment for you. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah.
I think I figured it out though. So you remember that
Just
movie?
use ableist language when you talk about
Remember that movie Mars Attacks?
Yeah.
No.
You know how like there's the like yodeling music that like makes the aliens die?
What?
Maybe they think that Tamagotchi 69's music will kill coronavirus.
Well, it's killed everything else, so like
Right?
like
I
music
don't know. I'm pretty
itself.
sure Cardi B's voice made coronavirus stronger with that fucking remix that I keep
this
hearing on
is-
Facebook. Coronavirus.
this is 6ix9ine. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna get kidnapped by two dudes, and he's gonna get coronavirus off of them. And,
I don't think he can. He's gonna try to drive by coronavirus or something.
and then you'll figure out it was all just a hoax.
Or he'd film himself driving by on Corona and then go back to jail for snitching on himself.
What do you mean he's gonna snitch that like someone who's his enemy like made corona or something?
Right? Like they did it.
Yep,
Yeah, I
some
know.
kind
Right
of
over there.
rival ninjutsu master or something like that.
Do you think they're out there doing coronavirus drive-bys right now?
Right. I saw a
I
couple
could
of
tell you were
articles of people
laughing at-
like robbing people. It's like, yo, give me your money or I'm gonna cough on you right now. And
Dude,
it's
that was my
actual
automatic.
thing.
Yeah. That's stupid. I would people are actually out there doing that. You have articles of this happening?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
dude, just think though, in Texas, if you cough anywhere near someone, they're gonna see it as a threat to their life and they're gonna start shooting, dude.
Stand your ground, bro.
Yep. I wonder if someone's probably got shot for it so far.
Just shooting the
I know
shit.
some guy like stabbed like some Asian people because he thought they were spreading corona or something in Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking Texas.
Yeah, that guy hopefully didn't vote or won't get to vote for Trump.
Man.
Yeah, people with what is it? Federal
support?
crimes can't vote.
Yeah, felonies.
Felons can't vote. There's pluses and minuses to that, I guess. But
Yeah.
speaking of coronavirus, our governor, we have a website now that has live updates of confirmed cases, deaths, and confirmed cases by county. We're at 789 cases with 22 deaths in Minnesota right now. And the governor today did an address thing saying that you can no longer go anywhere without a mask now. So if you're going somewhere grocery shopping or whatever, you need to have a mask on.
So wait, who said that?
The governor. But the funny thing is like, where are
funny
you
'cause
getting those masks?
Funny thing is, I saw a thing
Right.
online and it just said that the whatever the was it World Health Organization or CDC recommended wearing a mask, but I didn't see anything about making you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they recommended it. I mean,
I'm not doing it, so I don't know what the hell they're gonna do about me.
they're gonna shoot you because they think you got the corona.
Like, fuck you.
If you
I
have the
like
you,
mask,
buddy.
if you have the mask on, I think you have it. So you want to go the other way?
Right?
Yeah, that's true. But people are making. I already know someone who I know a hookup for masks. Someone who makes them, and then I know someone else who's making homemade masks now.
Oh God.
How much are they charging for these things? Because I know the price of these things skyrocketed. I was on eBay the other day just kind of looking for random shit. And I found like a Louis Vuitton mask on there and shit.
Oh my god!
I'm like,
Like
someone's gonna die of suffocation. Like, it was real Louis Vuitton leather and everything. I'm like, that's dumb.
dude, you got to walk around like Nick Cannon with that Mortal
That
Kombat
Mortal
outfit that he's got.
Kombat.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton Mortal Kombat outfit he's got, or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, I remember
That
that.
shit was terrible.
Yeah, but hey, he's probably walking around with it right now.
Yeah, 100%. I can see him doing that dumb shit.
Yeah. Do you guys like how all those celebrities are like crying about having to stay home, and then some are like stay at home, it's not bad, and then they live in mansions and shit, and
Right? They could
yeah.
literally like ride scooters around in their house and shit.
And there's people that are living in apartments like scared to death of their neighbors, like have 2 rooms, and they're like, "Oh my god, we can't go anywhere for 2 weeks." It's got to be
Right?
awful.
Yeah.
Some of these people that are in quarantine, they don't play video games. Some people don't. Some people are trying to now because all the Switches are sold out and there's price gouging for like Switches and shit. For like
Wow.
stupid ass fucking Animal Crossing and shit, just so people can play it. And it's
That's
like,
fucking crazy.
yeah, it's just like when the Switch first came out and they had a shortage and people tried to price gouge them shortly after. People are doing that right now, and I'm like, I mean, if I could sell mine for retail, I'd sell mine. Fuck yeah! If someone wants to buy mine for $300 used. Fuck yeah! See ya.
Right?
I'll get it when we bounce back, and then like it goes on. It's like lower cost. Like
Right.
I'm okay with that. But anyway, the coronavirus. I'm pretty sure our governor even said. I know I had this theory before. That I think they're doing these shutdowns, just to mitigate the traffic for like hospitals and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they could take care of some infected people, go out, get more infected, shut down again, deal with those infected, et cetera, and keep going on and off. And
Mhm.
I think if I remember correctly, our governor even said that like
Possible.
they're just pretty much trying to control the flow for hospitals and the workload
Mhm.
for hospitals. I'm like, that makes perfect sense. 2 weeks off, a month on, or maybe even 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on.
Mhm.
Because like we said, like to eradicate it, I think the experts said like you need to be quarantined. Everybody needs to be quarantined for like 8 weeks for it to like even go away.
Mhm.
And that's just not even a possibility in our country. So it's like, well, the best we could do is control the flow and minimize travel. So hopefully our case, because our cases like have been doubling in Minnesota, like just like
Yeah.
last week or whatever, we were at like 400 or something, and now we're at 800, and these are just confirmed cases, so there's a lot more. And I don't know,
Well, and it's
hopefully we
like,
mitigate
do
some of
we
that.
think it's because people are not following the rules? Do we think it's, because like Minnesota, I mean, our population is pretty spread out comparatively. You see how New York is getting hit, you see how Washington State is getting hit, and it's like our state is pretty spread out, and people kind of are not stacked on top of each other like they are in the bigger cities. And even in Minneapolis, I think that's like the highest concentration right now of cases per the CDC website. I mean, per Minnesota Department of Health website. So you just like kind of live in your own space, country living, I guess. That's kind of helping our numbers be concentrated to specific areas right now.
As I'm sucking on a McDonald's fucking soda.
The only problem is like people in Minnesota are used to kind of being like in their houses during like the winter months, but then like it's the summer's approaching though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they said that it's not even going to go away in summer. But unless like people are actually staying indoors and quarantined.
Well, I have to go to work, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. And I'll have to go to work too, because right now I got 2 weeks of working at home that they did not want to give us where I work, but we got it. And I mean, next week's the last week, and then we go right back in. And we got, for coronavirus in the United States right now, we got over 3,000 deaths right now. And it's literally just the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
This started in like late February is where like people realize that, oh, this is a problem. Now we're in early April. It's April 3rd where we're recording this, and we're at 3,000 deaths, and there's no end in sight for this. So it's like even the experts are saying like, quit talking about a vaccine. It's not happening anytime soon. We have to deal with current issues, the current problems. And if we can't solve those, it's going to get a lot worse. And, you know, you got Bill Gates going out there calling for like a mandatory like month shutdown. Like everybody quarantines for a month. And it's like impossible. But if that happened, we could eradicate the virus. But since it's not going to happen, it won't go away. It's just inevitable at this point.
Even if we were quarantined for a month, 2 months straight, like those people that, you know, like either are not going to follow the rules, like there's going to be no repercussions because you have infrastructures of cities that are basically gone now. It's almost potential to be like the purge outside, you know, where people can just go and do whatever the fuck it is that they want to because everybody else is in the house, you know. So it's like it's also figuring out the psychological perception of what the situation is, and like basically telling people like, don't be a dickhead,
Right.
just do what you're told, follow your rules, and then, you know, we'll see where we're at later.
Well, yeah, but then you have the right-wing conspiracy nuts saying it's all just the government trying to control your life and shit.
And the religious, which is, well, religion and conservative is like the same thing now.
This is the test time. They're figuring out how to control your life right now.
They just want to put new batteries in all the birds so they can keep filming us from the skies. Like,
right.
What?
It's insane, dude. It's insane. Like people, like, I mean, we're in the world of information right now, and no one's listening to it.
Well,
it's like
that, right?
Well, because it's overload. It's you got CNN, you got, you know, all the cliche media outlets saying one thing. You have, you know, the CDC saying one thing, you know, that translates into your specific state Department of Health saying one thing. Like it's a lot of information, and you really have to look for the parallels and in the information. If they're saying keep your hands washed, don't touch your eyes, nose, and mouth, you know, kind of follow that. But people are so fucking panicky, like it just doesn't work out that way.
Yeah.
Like the same reason that people are stocking up on toilet paper for a respiratory illness, like that's crazy to me. Like I don't understand the correlation between those two things. And it's like, it's not a rational thing that's happening right
now. Right.
People just cling to this. Well, they're like, I don't want to be without this, so just in case kind of thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, no one wants their fucking lives to stop because of this. Right. It's like, it's a huge inconvenience.
Like mine doesn't get to, so.
Well, I mean, The interesting thing about this is the idea isn't that we're going to just kill the virus and not everyone's going to get sick. It's just flatten the curve so that people have a chance of living because they're like hospitals won't be just burning down, essentially, is what it is.
Right.
Yep.
If we flatten the curve, there might be enough medical supplies to treat who needs it, but if it just keeps going full bore, it's just gonna be fucking people dying in the streets, essentially. So.
Oh yeah, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people that will get it in the U.S.
Oh no, trust me, millions will get it.
Yeah,
Hundreds
it'll
of
be
thousands will
millions
die.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
is New York that
200,000
bad?
If they say 200,000 are gonna die, 100 to 200,000, that means 10 to 20 million people are gonna get it.
That
So
makes more
1 in
sense then.
15 People.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Maybe
Yeah, it depends on which expert you want to believe. But there was one that said if we do everything right, we could keep it to 200,000 or less or something like that.
they're fucking nuts. New York is infected.
That's why I said
Like-
if they do everything right, it said.
Well, I mean,
Oh
let's
my God.
say
Well,
that
it's already
they
too
won't.
late.
Yeah, which they won't.
Yeah,
well, let's say that all 300 million Americans get it, at a 1% death rate. That's still what, 3 million deaths?
yep. And that's it's crazy. It's just I mean, there's people out there that still don't think this is a big deal or it's not real.
And then what if there's like mutation or something that makes it like worse or something?
Yeah,
Well-
that's also bad. And if there's a jump from human to animal, like
Hunimal.
humanal,
You been,
like
you've been
if
watching
there's a
Beast Wars,
jump-
bro?
yeah, if there's because I don't know the fucking actual term for it, but there's a jump where it can actually
Zoonotics.
where an animal can contract it or a human can contract it from an animal, then it's just a shitstorm.
Is that what that Tiger King thing's about or what? Whatever.
Pretty much.
Oh no, not yet.
Pretty much.
Not yet. Not yet. We're not there.
Okay.
We
We're
are
not there. No, we're doing video games first. Shut up. We're doing video games first. Okay.
Shit. But yeah, on some real shit, on the whole coronavirus thing, it's like try to keep yourself well mentally. Like really put effort into trying to keep yourself well mentally, because I
Who
mean,
knows?
there's nothing else that you really have control over. There's nothing else that you can really do differently other than follow directions and take care of your mental health. Because if you don't, like, it's crazy. Some crazier shit is going to happen. Like we all said, this is just the start. And even if you don't believe that it's real or you don't believe that it's serious, just make sure you take care of your mental health throughout all this, because some crazy shit is projected to happen.
Oh, it's already blown up. I mean, with the market crash, 3.3 million people without jobs.
I thought the
Or
new
that have
claims
laid
number
off.
was up to at least 6 or more.
It could be. That was the first day. Or the first week was the 3.3 million.
Because I think the 6 point some million was either more or like all together, like the second week or whatever.
Mm.
I'm sure that
wanna
would
say
be
it-
fucking nuts.
Yeah, I thought they said it was over 10 now million people that are without like jobs right now.
That could be. I didn't look, and we're going into a very insane time. Like, I personally know a couple people that have lost their jobs or got laid off, who got their hours cut and shit, and it just completely fucked them. And I'm like,
Yeah, it probably doesn't even include the people who just got their hours cut down,
yeah, for sure. I'm like, I know someone who's like, oh my God, I got a new job already cut down to 15 hours a week from full time. And I'm like, whoa, fuck. Like,
Yep.
I'm not too worried about losing my job because I'm in shipping essentially, which is essential. But it's possible. It's possible because I know in my profession, whatever, because I don't want to give too much information away, they're cutting back a shit ton where entire essentially depots and shit are being shut down.
Jeez.
Because because there's thousands of accounts or customers that are on hold right now that we can't deliver to or anything, and it's just Yeah, it's the shipping industry is getting fucked, of course. I'm
Then you
sure
got-
Amazon will make it because they
Then
just
you got my job that's like, yeah, we're never shutting down unless they force us to.
yeah, because you're essential. You're an
Fucking
essential job.
ridiculous.
That's literally what they're pretty much like to me, and I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm just a potentially around up to 1,300 people a day.
And then it's like they kind of force you into a corner because you can't really like stay home if you're sick, because then you got you risk losing your job and get yourself into a financial situation. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, my job, they're like, oh, you can let you take off as long as you like need, but you're not gonna get paid unless you use your own like paid stuff.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Because you're in like a position like large warehouses and stuff where you
Yep.
don't have to have someone cover your shift.
Yep.
But then like a place where I work, it's like taking off, even if you have vacation, is not a thing. Like necessarily, unless it's like you're already signed up for it and shit, then maybe. But to put it into perspective, people who do not know or can't comprehend the amount of people that will lose their jobs or have lost their jobs during the 2008 financial crisis, the recession, I think the top peak was 700,000 people unemployed. And we are in the first little over a month of this. And Ross says we're probably at 6 to 10 million laid off unemployed right now.
Yeah.
And if anybody remembers 2008, I know it was a whole 12 years ago, but we're talking the economy didn't bounce back for like 4 years or so, and the housing market crashed to where houses, maybe the ones that you may have just purchased, like the cost of housing was like essentially cut in half. And they had to have special programs for people to even buy houses or afford houses.
Well, it's just crazy that like you could have just bought a house and then something happens and then that you're paying like this much for a house and it's only worth half that now.
Yep.
Because it's not like they readjust anything.
Exactly.
Nope. You could have just bought a house and, God forbid you lost your job or got laid off during this time. You're completely effed. And then if they put mortgages on hold and then you get off of it, then you find out your house is worth half what you paid. And then you still got your mortgage payments after you're trying to recover. It's like, I mean, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine that. That would just be so heartbreaking. Like, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot fucking worse. Like, in the next 4 years, it's going to be bad. Like, real bad.
So you're saying that the housing market has another bubble? Oh shit, no way.
No, I mean that's the ebb and flow of capitalism as is. But if the 2008 recession did that to houses, imagine what this could do. Like if this lasts until fall or a year.
Well, the thing is, people don't understand the give and take of having deregulating to the extreme and making the market volatile to the point where yes, it'll go up a ton when everything's going fine, but as soon as one thing goes wrong, it's going to go in the shitter.
Yeah.
Yep. And then imagine if we get to fall. This is worst case scenario, people. I'm not the apocalypse or doomsaying. I'm just hypothetical here. Like prepare for the worst kind of deal. Like what if we get to fall and they're like, oh, human trials, perfect. We got a vaccination that went through human trials. We're good to go.
And then they give it to people and they're zombies.
And then or it mutates and they're like, oh fuck, back to the drawing board.
More zombies
for human trials. At that point, China will just say, give us the fucking patent. We'll do it. We got a lot of Muslims to test it on.
Oh,
we're
Jesus.
fine.
I'll wake up from my coma and it'll be like, there'll be a door with like paint on it that says not to open it, dead inside or whatever.
Yep. In New York City, there was a scary video that the doctor released, leaked from one of the hospitals that said,
Was
you
it
know,
the one
how
with
bad it is.
Was it the one with all the body bags, like in all the rooms and shit?
Maybe it was one of them. This was one of the earlier ones where she was
Okay.
talking about the waiting times and the lines outside, how they needed more equipment, they don't have enough ventilators, and Trump is saying they don't need them, and they had to order a fridge truck, a semi, just to hold the bodies
Oh yeah, they
of
got
like the
a
deceased.
bunch of fridge trucks now.
Yeah, it's insane. Like New York City got hit, it was done. That's donezo's. Because all the cases that they have, like, are the cases that are confirmed. Like that's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
That's like probably 1/3 of the actual cases, if that. Like, and anyway,
I mean, in areas with higher population per square mile or whatever, where they're crammed in like sardines, you're gonna have a lot higher amount of transmission, whether you like it or not, just because of you can't just get away from all the people that are around you in your building. You can try to be safe, but at the end of the day, someone walks down the hallway with it and you walk out there.
Well, yeah, they're already learning that it like stays in the air a lot longer than they thought it would.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, that was common sense from the beginning, but people refused to believe it. Because
That it's airborne.
yeah, it's just how it works. And it was like the experts were saying it, and people are like, no, it's coughing. That's it. It's just coughing. And it's like,
It's just the flu. That's all.
Well, now it's
It's
like
just the flu.
now they're like, oh, breathing.
Yeah, it's always been that, Ross. It's always been that. It's
But
just
I'm just saying what they're finally coming out with.
The thing is you have to realize, like, again, like, depending on which information you're able to release, like, people make very rational decisions as an individual, but groups of people make very irrational decisions. So if you let all of the information out all at once, you just have people hand over fist, and instead of buying toilet paper, say they buy up all the respirators, say they buy up all the N95s, say they buy
those
up
were
all
the
of that
smart
stuff.
people.
Like, we would be in worse shape if more
simps.
people think like that. Like, the cure to people freaking out is not more information about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, they needed information. Like the freak out was going to happen anyway. I'm sure like the Trump administration tried like their most like I mean, they're stupid. They're so fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
They just blatantly lied, probably just to like stop people from panicking.
Mm-hmm.
Like in an apocalypse.
Which, in my opinion,
like,
never pays off. And whenever I see it in movies and stuff, I'm just like, why? I don't get it.
Oh yeah, you remember fucking Deep Impact?
You're rational. You're a person. It's like,
yeah, but the rational people will take charge.
If people are coughing, I'm not gonna go out and buy a bunch of toilet paper. You know what I mean? You're like, if people are coughing, I'm gonna make sure that I need to stock up on these meds, and I'm gonna make sure I have enough Gatorade around, enough this, that, and a third, like, to keep myself hydrated. Like, people are irrational.
Yep. Dude, what about their lungs? They don't need those.
No.
The what?
Huh?
It's a joke.
Oh, I didn't hear what he said.
What about their
lungs? Over my
lungs?
head, I would catch it.
Oh my god. Dude, that first day, I think I've said this before on the podcast, where the first day that someone got infected in Minnesota, it was time for me to get my toilet paper anyway, because I buy it in bulk to stock up. And the first day, the day before the panic, I went and bought 78 fucking Ultra rolls, a Charmin. So I had, and the next day it was all gone. So I may have started it, and like, and I feel like I don't even feel bad. Like, it was my time. Like, I was on the last pack, and I hate buying toilet paper or like running out or even being close to running out. So I buy just a 326 pack of fucking ultra mega rolls for my fat ass. Well, so I'm good on toilet paper.
At 70 sheets per shit, I mean, it goes fast, you know?
I also got yeah, pretty
70
much.
sheets per
Yeah.
shit.
I
Why
put
don't,
it.
why don't, as a country, why don't we have bidets? I'm not okay with it, but I just wanted to pose a question.
I've actually thought about it.
Yeah,
bidet?
Oh yeah,
It
I
better be
want
warm
one.
water, my G.
I'm talking about like not like the ones you see. I'm talking about just it's literally like like your sink sprayer thing, pretty much.
Like a separate
got-
bidet.
What
Those
if the
they have them
stream
in
is
Asia.
hitting you and it catches you mid fart and you get like water in there? You know what I mean?
Dude,
Yeah, that's
I
the
wanna-
worst thing that's been up my ass. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to know what the fuck, like, because I want a bidet, but doesn't it just blast your balls with shit water?
That's what I was thinking too.
If
gotta
you
get
blast
cold
your
shit
balls
water.
with
You
enough
gotta
shit
get-
water, eventually the shit will all be gone, dude.
Like I said, you got to get the sprayer. You got to get the sprayer ones, like I'm talking about. And then you just go front to back.
It sprays your balls into your butthole.
No, what the fuck? They're called like
He thinks-
they're called like sprayer bidets, and they literally are like a hand like fucking sprayer that you just.
Oh, sure.
Oh, like a
Okay, I see what you
wand.
mean. Like a shower head almost.
Kind
Are
of,
you
yeah.
telling me- Are you telling me your fat fucking ass has enough room to get a hand with a wand down there to fucking spray in your toilet bowl?
Dude, I got one. Dude, I got one of them Tommy whatever toilet seats. Them big.
The big boy toilet seats?
man. Yeah.
You don't got enough room to get your hand in there.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
even lie.
yeah, I
That's what
would.
she
No,
said.
you don't. Not even with your Tommy boy, dude. No, you don't.
I'm on the toilet right now. I'm doing it.
Well, I mean, you can just
It's like that scene from 300. My ass will blot out the sun.
I mean, you could literally just go on Amazon and buy like a watering can and dump that down your crack, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
I
geez.
think
Problem solved.
you could just run a garden hose through the window and
That's true. Now that
tape,
now that
duct
it's
tape
warm
it to the back of the seat and have it just running down the crack.
enough-
That would fill up the toilet bowl though, like, or does
They're like automatically.
doesn't it
set
auto
that-
flush?
Yeah, it uses
Yeah.
gravity weird stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, our toilets are gravity, so
Toilet mechanics.
Yep.
Your toilet's just an oversized grav bong? Is that what you're saying?
yep. Dude, no one has answered me. I think I even asked on Reddit, like, we're talking about bidets, and I'm like, doesn't it just blast your balls with shit water? No one said anything because I want to know the truth of bidets.
Well, because you aim for the chode so that like the shit water goes into the back of the bowl, dude.
Where did the bidet is sitting at the back of on the underside of the bowl, right?
If
and
you
it
get
sprays up in your ass.
If you get that kind
Right.
of bidet, there's a few different
But
kinds.
But your balls
But
are in
is
front of
there
that.
one with heated water? Because we've all
can get
felt
yes,
ones.
yes,
Poseidon's
absolutely.
kiss.
You can
Like,
control the
you can't-
temperature on some of them, yeah.
Do you
like
got a
those
cold
fancy
fucking
Japanese
toilet or
toilets?
something?
Toilet water's cold no matter whose toilet. It's normal water from your house water.
Oh
Yeah.
well, I have heated floors, so
If you're getting
Maybe-
hot water
I don't
in
think
your
you're getting-
toilet,
yeah,
that,
that would be
means the
bad.
plumbing's broken somewhere.
I think maybe it's because I have heated floors. It does something to it.
Hey, Roddy,
Believe me, if you've ever done anything with a toilet, like putting one in and stuff, you'll know the water's fucking cold.
Roddy, you remember that one time at the wrestling camp where the cold water was broken? So like the toilets had hot water and it was just
That was
nasty. It was like boiling water from like a boiler. Like it was
that
fucking.
sounds fucking terrible.
And Ross took a shit in
the
it.
the smell, like just boiling shit. Dude.
Ross fucking cooked his shit.
Yeah, you just don't flush on purpose at that point.
Oh my god. You try to be funny with your locker room talk and stuff, and you're like, "Hey,
Can you
guys."
imagine that? Like it splashes up and just burns your fucking butthole.
Third-degree burns on your.
Oh my god. It wouldn't be
fucking
Poseidon's
horrible.
kiss, it's fucking Hephaestus's kiss. God of the forge, baby. Vulcan up your ass.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, Nintendo leaked. There's a leak from Nintendo that I heard about on who fucking posted it first? Probably Eurogamer or some Euro trash fucking website that you don't get your video game news from because you listen to the Prime 4 podcast. There was a leak on there that Nintendo was bringing for the 35th anniversary of Mario. They are bringing Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. I almost said Galaxy.
Galaxy.
To the Nintendo Switch.
Yes, that is good.
You guys, sugary Motorola did it again. He did it again. That bastard, sugary Motorola, did it again.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Can you imagine? Because we had, for the Nintendo DS, we had Mario 64 ported to it. You know what? That was okay. That held us over for a teeny tiny bit. But these, I'm going to blow your mind. These are going to be allegedly, according to the leak, remasters, which means updated graphics.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So we're talking 2 of the best Mario games made by sugary Motorola, Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. 2 of the best Mario games. Excuse me, Mario. I got to pronounce it correctly. On the Nintendo Switch. That would be awesome. What's your take on this, guys? Are you excited? Are you pitching a tent right now for Mario?
Hey man, Super Mario Sunshine is one of the greatest Mario games ever made. So Superman 64 or whatever you said, I'll pass on. But Sunshine is the GameCube had so many games no one bought it, dude.
Who wants to play Mario 64 when you just play Donkey Kong 64?
I'm sorry. Because I just remember when I was talking to your racist cousin earlier. We were talking about GameCube games that we owned. And I owned God, what did I own? I only owned 2, Frogger. I thought. But I owned Star Fox Adventures, Super Mario Sunshine, and Metroid Prime. Those are the only 3 games I owned for the GameCube.
Metroid Prime is good shit.
I forgot all about that. I actually owned Super Mario Sunshine because it's the 4th best Mario game, so it's
Pikmin was,
understandable.
Solid.
I didn't see. I had to rent most of my games for all the systems that I owned,
and also Smash. Smash was pretty good.
Yeah, I only got to play that at friends' houses, at other Chris's.
And that Legend of Zelda fucking Ocarina of Time /
Wind Waker
Mask Collector's Edition thing for the GameCube was fucking good too, dude.
Wasn't that Wind Waker? Wasn't it all 3 or some shit?
I think they put both
the
on one
Triforce
disc. I don't think that they put there was either a demo for Wind Waker or they didn't even have it on the disc actually. It was the Zelda Legacy Collection or whatever.
I still never have played Wind Waker.
It's the best one, dude. 100%.
I should play it. I do want to get I have a GameCube, but I don't even know if it works anymore because I don't have the cords, but I should get that and test it out.
Buy a used copy of the Wind Waker HD remaster, dude.
Well, I have a Wii, my parents' Wii that they got for Netflix or whatever, and your racist cousin said that you could emulate it pretty easily to play GameCube games, I think. So I might give that a shot on the Wii.
It doesn't even it'd be trivial
to put it on the Wii.
No, just emulating on a PC, it'd be trivial to actually emulate that game. You just get those fucking USB GameCube controllers or whatever you're gonna use, dude.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that computers, I keep forgetting that computers are up to snuff to even run GameCube and shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
Damn, I'll have to check that out. I'm pretty sure it's still Dolphin emulator from since the early 2000s or some shit. That's still going strong. Anyway, I'm excited for that. I heard Chris, he said he is really excited for it. Even though he said nothing, he said it in very few words.
Mario 64 was always dope to me. I didn't really play Sunshine.
Sunshine's really good. It's it is the one game that, well, not the one game for Mario, but the one 3D Mario game that tried to do something completely different. So it's not. It's like one gimmick, and then it made the whole game throughout that. It tried something different with the gimmick, and then it went the whole game with it.
Yeah, and for me, it's one of the better games to watch someone speed run because it's
a good game. I mean,
yeah,
it's
dude.
like it's the Super Mario 2 of the Super Mario 3D games.
Okay.
So if you remember how 2 was just like a fucking acid trip of different shit, like that's what Super Mario Sunshine is for the 3D Marios.
Fucking.
And like it's like I played Odyssey, I beat Odyssey. It's way fucking better than that hat trick shit. Like, not even gonna lie, like hat gimmick was so dumb to me for the Odyssey, but I'm sure it was geared more towards kids, just like Breath of the Wild and Animal Crossing.
That's great though. Like, put out a Mario game, don't put out any DLC for it. You know,
Right? Well, just put out another one.
the one game they haven't put out any DLC for.
It is just Mario and Zelda.
Yeah, because no, Breath of the Wild had a DLC pass or two. Same with Smash. Same with Mario Kart. They had DLC.
Mario Party probably did.
Maybe.
Like, I mean, they just released another one. Like Mario's like that. You get something with Mario every year, pretty
They
much.
put out Mario Maker 2.
Yep. Yeah. But with coronavirus, like everything's fucking delayed for gaming now. It seems like, and more shit will be delayed. And it's like,
I just better get my remake next week Friday, or I'll be fucking pissed.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard anything about the Final Fantasy remake yet. So
well, other places
still on track. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like with GameStop like down or supposed to be down, like who knows if like physical is going to be released. Like video games might just be digital for a while.
Yeah.
Because physical is not being made probably right now because manufacturing is so slow and delayed. And the stores that distribute them are not open or they're not even selling them. Like I read an article saying that Target and Walmart were talking about discontinuing selling non-essential items in the stores to reduce traffic to the stores. Like, yeah, like you could only go there to buy groceries or something. Like you can't get clothes, or maybe it is clothes. I can't remember, but you can't go there to buy a fucking chair or something. They're like, no, you don't need a fucking chair. Sit on the floor. Get the fuck out of here.
Sit on the goddamn floor.
Yeah, like I came here to buy Animal Crossing, and then they just fucking kick your ass and beat you up for being a nerd, being a fucking weeb, and then they kick you out.
That'd be a sweet job to have, just kicking the shit out of weebs every day. I like Zelda Twilight Princess where Link is a wolf and then there's the furry shit and then they're like fucking out of here, nerd. What's that new like furry anime or whatever that came out
Animal
that people
Crossing.
are nuts over?
Animal Crossing.
No, Beastars or some shit.
Beastars?
Yeah.
That better be a Beast Wars remake. And Alex keeps posting memes in the fucking chat.
I don't even know how to look at the chat, so I haven't seen any of this shit.
It's in the podcast text chat.
I don't know where that is.
Well, it's at the top.
Scroll up the text channels above the one with the hashtag.
Oh, do I click on it?
Yeah. And then that will enter you into the private podcast channel where we can drop hot memes. You know what? This bot should be recording, and I hope it does. It might not be recording, and we're just having a good conversation.
That's fine. I was gonna ask how long we've been going for.
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
no
didn't
clue.
time it or anything.
After the first like shut down or shut off, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's there and it says it's recording. I think if it stops recording, it will leave the channel like it did last
And
time.
it'll probably be like, stopped recording, out of
Yeah.
fuel.
I am no longer recording. Please insert another quarter. And it's like,
This
what?
is Ken Kenneth.
Oh God.
What do we do
No.
when we follow Master Wayne? Never mind. Bryce is like, what?
Well, if Chumbawamba is anything to say, you get back up again.
And you ain't ever gonna keep me down.
Nope.
Yep.
So Xbox co-creator Rob Wyatt sues Atari for failing to pay him for design work on the VCS console, and that is the new that new Atari console that Ross talked about like a fucking year ago.
Yep.
That's supposed to be coming out. Like, so apparently Xbox co-creator like was designing it and they failed to pay him, which is not surprising because it's Atari, and they've essentially been gone since the late 80s. Like, I
How do
think
you think they have money to pay him?
well, they're a game developer. They still develop games, or they just live off their IPs. But
Well, I think they did like a Kickstarter or like a Patreon where they made a bunch of money.
yeah, probably.
Kickstarter, because Patreon's only for thoughts.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
jeez.
We want Patreons. We want Patreons to do where they pay like $2 a month to listen to us for some dumb fucking reason.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Losers. They're gonna find like they're gonna be like, we don't have to give you anything because you've been recording for a year with nothing, so you're gonna keep doing it. But little do they know, in a year and a half, like that's when we're done. So when we get sick of it and we're like, peace out, and they're gonna be like, wait, okay, we'll give you $2 a month. And then we're like, okay, well that's $20 a month, still can't do it. See ya. And
I'm
that's
just
that.
saying, like, if people are like hitting the bottom of the barrel at Netflix, you know what I mean? They could search us up.
We're gonna have to get our dicks out.
Huh?
Oh, Jesus.
I think we got to get our dicks out. I think we got to go on Pornhub, and then we have our show on Pornhub where we're just naked
and talking about the same shit.
Yeah, but just we're not gonna point it out or anything. We're just gonna be on there naked, and then no one's gonna want to see it.
Are you gonna make your superhero suit, Bryce, with the fupa or whatever?
Oh yeah. Because no one pays any heed to that pincushion fupa when you're a fat guy, you know. The thing that like makes your dick smaller when you're fat.
Yep.
It's that poof. It's that poof right above the shaft. That's the pincushion fupa, all right? and that's what Ross is talking about right now. The superhero suit needs to be form fitting, so it needs to be made out of the tightest latex possible, but it can, it molds to your body.
I'm sure Pornhub could help us with that.
Like, you got to be able to see areola bumps through it.
Jesus.
And then
George Clooney, calm the fuck down.
I got that, Batman. I got that joke. I got that joke out. So Xbox co-creator did sued some Atari, so we'll see what happens from that. I'm sure they'll release an article about like what actually happened for it. Like, I'm sure they won't say how much money he got, but they came to an agreement to no longer suing, whatever. We'll see. So, I did not watch Tiger King. I do not.
Oh my goodness!
I do not give a fuck about no Tiger King.
I haven't watched it either. So
how did you? You must live with that bitch Carol Baskin.
God damn it! See, it's just people are
all
just
the
going
memes about that shit.
They're going. I know like the entire premise of this documentary from just the memes and shit I've seen and people describing it, and I have no interest whatsoever in watching this documentary.
It's
but
so
Chris
bad. It's good though. It's so bad. It's good.
Well, go ahead. Talk about it. You're the only one that's seen it, I think, unless Alex saw it.
Nah, I ain't seen it yet. Maybe.
Yeah.
So like,
They're gonna watch it.
Definitely
tomorrow.
maybe.
basically, there's this guy that likes other guys that owns this zoo.
He's gay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he like, and he's only attracted to straight guys, right? So he lures them in with tigers and meth. And then some shit happens.
Okay. All right. I'm in.
Like,
I'm in. No
this
one said
show,
anything about
like,
that.
without giving too much away. This show, like, the only good people in this show are like missing one or more limbs. Everybody else is a shitty character.
Holy shit,
Jeez.
dude.
I don't know. I might be in now just because of that description right there.
Bryce is like tigers and meth. Fuck, man. I guess.
Yeah. He's a gay guy who only likes straight dudes, so he lures them in with tigers and meth.
I'm telling you, and that's not even that's the guy the main character of the show or whatever. Like, he's ran for president, and like, it's crazy shit happening in this show. And I'm like, this shit is not real until you like do the research and you pull up the files from the cases and all of that other shit. It's like, wow, holy shit, this really happened.
Yeah, I heard Carol Baskin killed her husband and shit, and it's like, cool.
Yep, smothered him in sardine oil and fed him to the tigers.
That's fucking nutsos.
OJ Simpson said she did it. I'm like, yo, it takes one to know one, and OJ definitely did it, so I know he knows that she did it.
They fist bump each other.
Oh, jeez.
That's I don't know. I might see it. I would never watch it alone though. So maybe if my girlfriend wanted to watch it or my boyfriend
Yeah.
Ross.
There's
Right.
like a tiger. Like, there's this one zoo owner that has like a cult where like all the girls there sleep with him and they live on the zoo grounds in like these houses, and like it is crazy shit. Like, you almost think it's made up, but you can't make that shit up. Like, it's crazy shit.
Is that like the
happens.
porn version of that one movie with in the M. Night Shyamalan series or whatever?
I think I know what you're talking about, and it's worse.
With the beast guy.
It's worse.
Oh, Split?
Yeah, it's the porn version of Split.
What the fuck?
Ross, if Bryce tries to get you to stop social distancing with promises of a tiger or meth, it is a setup, okay?
It is a setup. He just wants the ass.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, yo,
That's crazy. So is this dude out there like raping meth addicts and shit that he's making?
no, like, he actually gets him to like marry him. Like, he was married to 2 dudes at one time.
At
What
the same
the fuck?
time?
And he said
Yeah.
they were straight guys.
And they are straight guys.
Are
What
you
the
sure?
fuck?
Yeah, because like, one after they got out of the relationship with each other, like, it was like said that he was sleeping with all the girls in the park at the time or whatever.
Oh, so he was.
So they're homeless. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I said meth. I thought that was like assumed.
Oh,
Clear.
soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Soup kitchen.
So like,
Yeah, so this dude hooked him to meth just so he could get some ass.
pretty much. And
Well,
like,
I mean, they become dependent on him for the meth, and they got to pay somehow, you know?
Right. And this person is
like-
not in jail?
huh?
This person's not in jail for.
Well,
meth
he
and
is,
tigers?
but he's in jail for like murder for hire.
Oh,
Now it just gets fucking worse.
there's layers.
I'm
I
telling
see.
you, it is a
This
lot
is an
of shit
onion.
to unpack in this show. Like, it is fucking so bad, it's good.
You gotta
guy's
peel
like
back the
hillbilly-
onion, dude.
This guy like hillbilly G.I. Joe or some shit? Or what the fuck?
He he like walks around this park like carrying a 6-shooter, right? Like, right on his hip. It's like,
I don't
he
know what
has
to
like
say.
this one part in there where like he's talking inside the tiger cage with like a few tigers and shit.
Oh, I thought
And
you were
like
gonna say
one of them
inside a
starts
meth
sniffing his
addict.
shoes and pulling him around and shit. And he had like, he didn't shoot the tigers, but he shot at the tigers. It was crazy.
Because the tigers like attacked him.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy. Did I tell you that story about how I knew someone that had a mountain lion as a
No,
pet?
that sounds fucking crazy.
I think I heard about that.
I didn't tell that story on the podcast.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I had the mountain lion's name was Sasha, and my dad's friend chiropractor that he worked for, they had a pet mountain lion
That is
named
fucking
Sasha.
ridiculous.
And I remember when it was a baby mountain lion that they stole from a trip that they went on, and they took a baby mountain lion that they weren't supposed to have. And it was in the basement of their chiropractor business. And we would go down there as kids. Oh, I could barely remember it because I was so young. And we'd go play with a baby mountain lion. And then, like, eventually mountain lion grew up and stuff. And, like, I remember they had a huge cage in the yard with, like, you know, a fallen down tree that the mountain lion could, like, climb up and just run around and jump. They would feed it raw meat and stuff. And we had to stay the night there for whatever reason. Me and my sister when we were young, and I remember, like, you know, they have a huge nice house, whatever, because they're doctors and shit. And so we're going to bed in there, and then they bring the mountain lion in the house for the night, and I see it coming in, like, on the leash, and
Nope.
because they could play with her. Like, she would, like, they would feed her or whatever, and they could play with her. And he's like, "Oh, if she just bites you, just bite back, bite her ears." And yeah, I'm a kid. I'm pretty sure he was joking because I don't remember being alone with the large mountain lion. But yeah, I remember I was sitting there at night and I was, like, crying because I'm like, we're dunzos, like. We're fucking dunzos. There's a fucking full-grown mountain lion in the house. We're fucking dunzos. And then they're like, no, it's okay. She's in a cage, and we'll close our room door. And they came and they showed me that she's in a cage with, like, a blanket over it, a smaller cage in their bedroom. So I know for a fact these people were fucking with the mountain lion in the room, for one. And now as an adult, I know this. But yeah, then they showed me the cage and, like, the blanket over the cage, and she was in there. And then they said, we're gonna have the door closed, so, like, she can't get out, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I went to bed.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, they had a bunch of dogs
too. Caliber of person to own a big cat. After watching this series, I understand what type of people they are.
Yeah, she was very fun to play with as a cub, little baby kitty. And then she got bigger and bigger and bigger, and they couldn't keep her at the. Yeah, they couldn't keep her in the basement of the thing while they worked anymore at the practice that they had. But yeah, so yeah, I've slept in a house, like, with the mountain lion
happening to them, and, like, somebody's trying to go into the business to, like, close it down, and you find a fucking mountain lion in the basement.
Yep. It's possible.
Fucking insane.
It's crazy because I remember when this little cat was like, when it was a baby or whatever, it would still do its, like, cat instinct stuff. Like, if we turned our backs to the cat when it got a little bit bigger, or even when it was a baby, like, it would pounce you and start, like, biting at your ankles and shit. Like, it was a little ankle biter. Like, if you turned its back, it would be like, oh, now's my chance, and it would pounce and bite your ankles, and you're like, ow, you little shit, and stuff like that, and you just tell it no. And yeah, it was fucking full grown. Don't know what happened to it. It's got, I mean, I'm sure it's dead by now.
I'm sure it fucking ate him is more like it, dude.
It's been 20 years or more. No, it's been more than 20 years. That had to have been 90s. Because I was pretty young. But yeah, that's my story of me being a Cougar King.
Cougar King. At least they didn't have meth, because you would have been really dunzos. Like, we would not be hearing from you today because you'd be trapped at a zoo somewhere.
No, yeah, absolutely. For sure. I'd be sucking dick for meth right now. Be
meth
toothless.
and tigers. Like, there's people in Minnesota that are just sucking dick for meth. They got meth and tigers in Oklahoma. I think it is.
Is that where everybody is in this? Or are they in different states?
Different states.
One's
like
Florida for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think there's actually a couple in Florida.
Of course.
One of the guys that's on the show, like the most normal zookeeper, is actually maybe the drug kingpin that they modeled the movie Scarface after.
What
He's
the
just
fuck?
like, yeah, he's just like talking about chopping up ATF agents and all of this crazy shit that he went to jail for.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, why is he out of jail if he killed ATF soldiers?
Yeah, I don't know, plea deals and shit. I don't know.
So
And
he
plus,
chopped them
owns
up
like
and fed them to
6,000 tigers.
Did he
Like,
chop them up and serve them to tigers? Is what I'm asking.
Maybe. I don't
God.
know. He's always owned crazy ass animals. Like he said, when he was younger, his mom would not let him have pets. So when he was an adult, he just took it to the hilt. And like he still owns a zoo. Like the zoo is like $100 per adult to get in. I think the kids are 50 each, but like you get really close to the animals, like close enough to touch them close.
Oh my goodness. In these things? Like just a normal tourist to one of these sanctuaries could just touch a tiger?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up. So, hey,
Yeah.
kids, stick your arm in here, pet this tiger.
There's like it looked like there was like a little area where it was like a petting zoo with like the really young baby tigers and the kids. I'm like, no, sir. I need my kids to know tigers are dangerous.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, exactly. It's like, stay the fuck away from that. But I might check it out. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of documentaries. I do want to watch the wrestling ones though.
They sounded fucking cool. What platform are they on?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just know they exist. And they're on one of the streaming platforms, or WWF's got their own, or WCW, whatever the fuck it is. They probably got their own platform.
Like WWE or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, WWE. Vince McMahon's got his own platform probably for him, but
He does have his streaming platform. That's how they're doing it right now, I think.
oh well, yeah. Then there we go. That's probably where they're at. Like Chris Benoit, Razor Ramon. I know they got Andre the Giant. They got Hulk Hogan one. They're just they just sound awesome to me. They got Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret the Shitman Short.
Bret the Shitman Short, dude. Fucking Miyazaki documentary. 10 years with Miyazaki, apparently, or some shit.
Anime was a mistake.
What? What did you say? Why was that? Why did he say that?
It's your typing.
I just hear typing. Are you looking for the Miyazaki quote? Where he said, "If I would have known all these fucking white boys would have turned into these, I would have chopped it off. I would have stopped it."
Yeah. He's
saying nothing. He just posts a meme of sad Miyazaki with a quote, "Anime was a mistake." Oh my god.
Oh, God.
So it's probably not real. I really want to see it though. I really want to see it. It's like 10 years and it goes through like his personal life and like some of the process of making a few of his movies that he's made. God, I can't remember. It's not like the big name ones that people would know off the top of their heads. That the ones that are in the documentary, the movies that he made.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember what they are. I'm not going to say them. I thought someone else would just start spitting them out. But Ross, do you want to talk about the condom shortage?
Oh, yeah, I guess I could talk about that.
Okay.
It says that one of the top condom manufacturers warned that the supply fell more than 50% because of like Corona, and that there could be a shortage.
And I got no problem there.
Yeah. That is like the best excuse ever. Well, because of the Rona, you got to take it raw.
Don't gotta worry about the condom shortage.
All you gotta do is
If
start a
you
rumor
ain't
that
using
condoms
them.
are. You just gotta start a rumor that condoms are infected with Corona. Then the chicks will be.
Yeah.
Don't use that.
Yep. Dude, you know that back to Corona, of course. They said, did you say that the stock will only last 2 months?
Something like that.
That's crazy to me. Like, if baby boom comes from this too, it's like everything.
I mean, you got to replace the people that die.
Jeez.
Well, I'm just
Yep.
saying that's probably what they think. Like, you need more workers eventually.
Well,
That's crazy.
I mean, the rich are like, you don't have that many unemployed if like they're dead.
Jeez.
Like, I mean, they don't care. They don't care about people. They only care about the numbers that come in. So, except for Bill Gates, of course, because he's a human. Maybe, I have no idea.
One of the few. One of the few.
Yeah, did you guys hear about that Zoom app, that video app?
I don't know what that was. I heard you say something, but
What happened with that?
Okay, so Zoom is like a new video conference thing that's trying to take on like Skype and things. But there's a big thing going on that the FBI warned about called Zoom bombing, and that's when intruders hijack video calls and
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, well, they do awful shit. Like they hijack video calls or they watch you through your camera. They post this article from NPR says they post hate speech and offensive images such as the pornography. And it's a phenomenon so alarming that the FBI has issued a warning about using Zoom. So
what?
Apparently it was like
Chris is like deleting it from his system right now.
Just
he's
saying.
like,
I know somebody that was using that app today.
Yeah, really?
Oh yeah.
Because it's like apparently it's so easy to happen, that it's so easy that it can happen. So they just like put a warning out about it.
Yeah.
So they're doing it because they're doing online classrooms through it too, I think.
Oh yeah.
So people are hijacking videos from that and showing pornography and stuff. So it's like
that's terrible.
Yeah. So who knows? Yeah, I guess, I mean, keep an eye out for Zoom if you're using Zoom. Just know that something bad may happen, but who knows what the odds are for that. This article doesn't really tell me what the odds are or anything or how many people actually had it happen to, but the FBI has received multiple reports of it happening to the point where they had to issue a warning about it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's like security loopholes where like people can get into your class while you're teaching it and just game over, dude. Just all of a sudden it's, you know, like memories of Bryce and Ross trying to find a video of some chick puking or something like that.
Oh Jesus. We're not talking about that. But
have we already talked about that in the podcast?
we don't need to though. But
I think we have.
They also say actually that before you even install it, actually, like it pre-installs itself, like with a pre-install script before you click actually the install button. So basically, if you fire up that installer, you're basically fucked.
Jeez.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That whole thing kind of reminded me of
it's malware, dude.
They were talking about there was like that Jedi Knight Jedi Academy like was on the Switch or whatever, I think. And there were people from PC who were figuring out the lobby like or like the game addresses and playing with people on the Switch and just decimating them. Bryce
Yeah.
is like just not even.
I'm not even here anymore, dude. I'm
Oh
gone.
jeez.
I didn't. Okay, what did you say?
Oh jeez. So
Sorry.
people were figuring out like the game code, like the codes for the games, like the lobby codes for the Switch games, and then people on the computer were putting them in and joining the lobbies and playing with like Switch players for Jedi Academy or whatever.
Oh, really?
And they were just decimating them.
That's funny.
Apparently, there were people streaming it.
I gotta see a video of that. That actually sounds pretty cool. So what are you guys playing during your quarantine that none of us actually have? Oh, except for me. I have the 2 weeks now, so I guess I can stop bitching about it, but you guys still have to go in on the front lines. So what are you doing in your downtime aside from masturbating?
Copious amounts of drinking, and I think that's actually about it.
If you haven't already drank the shit that I left at your house, you can drink it. I don't care.
All right. Well, I'll start on that. I've been drinking 12-year-old single barrel scotch.
What kind? What brand?
Glenlivet.
Oh,
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no
I'm actually drinking that straight for the most part.
Yeah, I got some friends who were like beer hipster slob cunts, and they're
Mhm.
now like they have upgraded to whiskey, so now they're whiskey snobs.
What's crazy is like I was at a friend of mine's birthday party, and they had that there, and I was like, I'll try that, and I tried it just straight up, and I was like, damn, this is really good. What is this? And I did research on it. I was like, oh, that is not Jack Daniels. That is definitely more expensive.
That's funny. I've had, what's the most expensive whiskey or scotch I've had?
Probably like McCutcheon 60.
McCutcheon 60? No, I don't know.
That's from Lost. It's a joke.
Oh, okay. I've had from like the Johnny Walker that's like over $300. One of
like
those.
because there's like the Johnny Walker Blue Label and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker just tastes like cigarettes, though. It's like trash.
I don't mind it. I don't mind like any of it.
J&B, dude.
J&B is where it's at, dude. Blended Scotch
good.
whiskey. That's the good shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Went from mid-shelf to like more expensive mid-shelf or top shelf now.
We talking about a single malt is better because you pay for it.
Yeah. I like that fucking Jack Daniels, the fucking sourpuss Tennessee shit.
Whoa, calm down, man.
It's like,
Calm
fuck
down.
Jack Daniels,
Jack's good.
dude.
Calm down.
Jack is good with Coke. That's it.
I mean,
I'm not gonna ruin Jack on Coke. What the fuck?
It's not bad.
I drink Honey Jack straight up, and that wasn't bad.
Oh my god, I think of Honey Jack and I just fucking throw up, dude. It's like
I don't think I've ever had that.
It's garbage.
Yeah? Is that your Kharkov, dude?
Oh jeez.
Oh no, I didn't have as bad of a reaction as someone else. I just got drunk off it. I didn't get fucking blackout.
You weren't drunk. You were faking, dude.
Yeah, I was faking it.
Drew up on the porch.
Wait, who was that? That was Ross.
Was that time at Catfish King's house?
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
When he did the fucking river right on the steps.
Well, I figured I probably shouldn't have been having that cheap vodka. I had like Smirnoff or something. I don't know. Cheap.
I can't remember. It was.
Hey, at least
Those were
Roddy's
good times.
cultured enough to lift up the dishes in the sink before us.
Which he did not do.
I did too.
No,
Shut
you
up.
did not. This motherfucker.
I have vivid memories of lifting that basket up.
I have vivid memories of cleaning it, you dumb bitch.
We left within 5 minutes of that, so I doubt it, but okay.
I had to clean the dishes.
Sure you did.
I had to clean the dishes. I rinsed them all off.
Sure.
We were at a house get together party, if you will. We got there. Everybody was drunk, so we're like, we got to fast forward. So we bring out the bag of liquor, and I'm like, it's time to fast forward, Ross.
When I brought the bag of liquor everywhere, I remember that.
Yep, and we that had like Bombay Sapphire, Everclear, just all like the Frankenstein bottles.
I just had like 7-8 bottles, like just pop out of it.
We'd go to a new party, get the new bottles, but then you got the old bottles. Where do they go? So Ross had a duffel bag of like party bottles that were not finished, and I'm like, we got to fast forward. So we put out 4 shot glasses each or whatever, and we each took 4 shots of Everclear back to back when we arrived at the party, and went from there. And of course, I could hold my liquor a shit ton then, so I was okay. Ross got shit faced at some point.
I drank so much more after that. That was the problem.
Yeah, well, we did. We partied after that. We took 4 shots just to get started, and we before we left, Ross is like, I'm like so sobered up at that point. We're getting ready to leave.
You crapped out the booze, right?
I can't remember.
Well, I had been in the bathroom, but then someone needed to use it, so I had to come out, and then I had to fucking throw up. So I was like, oh well.
Yeah, and he had to throw up, so he's just sitting there by the sink, and then he fell to his knees at the sink, like, so his head was just looking in the sink. From like just his chin, it was in the sink because he'd fallen to his knees, and then all of a sudden, it just starts fucking throwing the horn out right on the in that sink was the dishes with the drying rack, and he claims
sure, Bryce, sure.
He claims he lifted that drying rack up to throw up into that sink, but as someone who had to rinse his puke off of dry dishes, and the girl that I was seeing,
I will give you this: I did set the rack back down in it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. And the girl that I was seeing at the time had lived there, and I had rinsed it off, and she was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll just wash them again." And I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I rinsed them off, so it was like clear of the chunks and brown fluid, but they weren't clean. Like, you got to rewash them. So I'm assuming she rewashed them,
just pour
or
bleach on them, they'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Just bleach them, or put hydrogen peroxide, just bath them and bathe them in hydrogen peroxide.
I don't know, that puke should have been like totally like alcohol, so
it cleans itself.
It cleans itself. No, I'm pretty sure there's some Burger King in there too, or something.
I don't know what we ate, so yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what we ate either, but it was I remember whose house that was at. That was at that one guy's house.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I'll say his name.
Yeah, the lead singer of Toto.
Is he in prison?
Jesus.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't that one.
guy.
You're talking about where Ross.
That's the legendary moment. When I asked him, where can I throw up? He's like, oh, anywhere's fine. I just turn onto the ground.
No. You looked between your legs the first time. No, I think the first time you turned, but the second time you just leaned over
I think so.
in your chair and threw up between your feet right in front of you. And
what's funny is it didn't get on my shoes, which was funny.
No, his shoes were clean. And it was by this point in the party, I am sober. Like, I am sobering up because my metabolism for alcohol at that point was like just legendary. And everybody was like, well, you said wherever, like,
yeah,
right around the fire. Ross. And then at Catfish King's house, that's another story. Where Ross just goes outside, throws up right on the front steps.
Yep.
Like, that was a stream that I almost threw up from.
Yeah,
that was projectile vomit.
That was pretty crazy.
It was projectile, and it pooled on the stairs. Concrete
It's funny.
steps. and ran down the stairs in a river.
And it's funny because I was leaning over like the ledge, but it was like coming back towards me, which was crazy.
Yeah, the wind was not in your favor then. I think that was the night where you had your cool GTA jacket.
So
yeah, I didn't get any on the jacket. I had to clean my shoes though.
No, yeah, that was rough. That was a rough one for you. You always have the rough ones.
Well, I didn't have anything like that since I stopped making like drinking certain stuff.
I've never gone that hard since I went I got blacked out and got kicked out of a bar. Couldn't go into a bar downtown.
Oh geez, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's another story. Maybe I'll save that for my stories. This is Ross's stories today.
Sure.
Can we just talk about Ross? What else did Ross do?
Let's talk about Chris's stories. No, I'm just kidding.
There's pictures of the legendary sink moment. There's pictures of me and Ross
at the place. Yeah,
at the place. I think
that's like when we first got there, pretty much, though.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to someone on a swing set, and Ross is in the frame of the picture, holding his arms out, running around like he's an airplane with an empty cup. And he looks so happy. I haven't seen Ross that happy in years.
That was the same party where someone used the downstairs bathroom and
blasted it.
Yeah,
yeah, I remember that. Everybody's like, the upstairs bathroom, there's a woman in it right now, and all the guys, like 4 guys, we're like, oh fuck, go use the downstairs one. I use it. It's fine.
Yeah, it was fine when I used it.
And then he goes down there, like the owner who owned this house and this bathroom. Someone had gone. They got nothing in the toilet. Nothing in the toilet. It was. I think it was
now
just.
I need to know which end this is coming out of first.
No, this is piss.
It might have just been pee, probably.
I don't think because it was the toilet, and this was an alcoholic, or an alcohol-induced piss. So this was like full bladder blast, and it was everywhere. Like porcelain. Imagine a pressure washer hitting the seat of a toilet bowl. It splattered everywhere. This dude's walls were yellow tinted, like around that toilet. It was awful. And I went in there and I'm like, that was definitely not me. And Ross, I believe Ross when he says it wasn't him, but who knows? The sink was shortly after that, so who knows?
No, there was a little bit in between there.
Okay. But it was one of the other guys. It could have been, I don't think it was the guy who owned the house, but that would have been really funny if he had just blasted his own bathroom. But no, some barbarian that couldn't control the hose just fucking everywhere. None in the bowl. It was incredible. And that was good times. Good times. I miss partying. I do.
Yeah.
Good stories at least.
Yeah. That was only a taste, man.
That was we got a few more. I got a lot more because I partied at SCSU at all the party houses down by SCSU. So that's like that's a lot of college party stories. So imagine that. Bad stuff and good stuff. Okay. Does anybody got anything else they want to say? It's 9:15.
I was going to say, it's been a while.
Do not pee directly into the toilet water when people are sleeping. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. What the fuck? Dark Brotherhood meme Alex posted about pissing in the toilet bowl. I'm not a toilet water peer. I am a side bowl peer. Yeah, I'm a side bowl peer.
Yeah.
And if you go just under the rim, you could catch all the splashback of the top of the rim. You know what I'm saying? Guys know what I'm saying. Women have an idea. They say it's convenient until you piss into the water of the toilet bowl. Then it's not like you think you have to wipe after you pee. We have to wipe after we pee, but it's the fucking toilet bowl.
If you piss straight in the water, is there something
the toilet seat and shit?
Your piss stream, like you don't know.
Yeah, we're talking splash damage under the toilet seat, like when you lift it up. Splash damage there, splash damage on the rim. Like, it's not convenient. It's not. Having a penis is not convenient. No, it's okay, but we just get higher pay.
God damn it.
We have a lower life expectancy, so it's like,
Yeah, it balances out. Balances out. See,
What if we and that should be the excuse, right? Holy shit.
well, yeah, because we die
Alex, you
sooner.
unlock the door.
because
But
you
they
live
live
70%
longer.
as long as women, you make 30% more, right?
Yeah, makes sense
That
to
way it
me.
balances out in the end.
Oh my god. Did I tell you about? No, I'll tell you about that privately. About something when I found out my pay was less than female coworkers.
Oh jeez.
No, I didn't care. I didn't care. It
Well,
wasn't a
maybe
big
they
deal.
didn't assume your gender.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, so anything else before we shut her down?
Nope, I don't got anything.
Shut her down.
So hopefully the bot recorded, and look forward to listening to more of these audio podcasts that will be on the normal spots in audio format, and we will catch you next time.
Wait.
So yeah.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. You can catch us currently at the Prime 4 Podcast on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Podcast Addict for audio only. If you want to see how fugly we look in real life, you can also catch us on YouTube under the Prime 4 Podcast.